What's up, WWE Champions Universe? We've got another power rating for you tonight. It's Rusty and Lee on the main Twitch account for Champions with about 150x of our friends, give or take 150. Lee, we're looking at the Jersey Wildcat. And can I just say, she might be the most confusing superstar I've ever attempted to power rate.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Well, first of all, she's a striker in the new gen era. And look, new generation ends Friday, in case you didn't know. I noticed that on the back of her poster earlier tonight.
Oh, man, screenshot that.
This is it. This is all you get, Joker.
I'm going to get that.
The new gen ends Friday. And this is Friday. So I guess this is the last night for new gen superstars. Now that the Netflix era has begun. So, yeah, I think Liv's pretty fun. Now, I only have her on my account, right, at like 5-star, maybe 4-star. But she is a new meta redefining trainer because at 35K, multiplied gems generated from moves will increase their strength by 2. And what do I always say? You better give me 2. You better give me 2 MP if you're a trainer. Yep. So look at that. She is better than the ever sought after Matt Hardy. But as I looked at her movesets, there were a few different movesets. I just don't know how to make her both ready and strong. And so I wanted to see if we could do this together tonight. What I've been looking through is the triple red moveset because I think it is the strongest, but I also think it is the least ready.
Yeah.
Right? So I've got 100% gem damage strap on her. I've got my Fury 2s with my red metal, 200% move damage. And then I just started kind of top shelf here. I put on this must-see headband. Whenever you make 4 or more snowfall gems, increase your red gem by 50% for 1 turn and reduce all of your opponent's gem damage by 50% for 2 turns. Because she is a B-tier free-to-play superstar, reducing my opponent's gem damage for kickouts feels really, really necessary. I might be wrong. Lee, any thoughts on that initially?
No, that's good. I mean, basically, like you said, there's kind of 2 ways to run her. One of them is kind of the Snowfall Gym build, and one of them's this way. And, you know, I always try to be careful about putting too many premium things on free tier characters. But I think what you've got on screen here is not, I mean, yeah, Zombie Bailey's going to be the more rare, but
is Bailey more rare than Andre at this point?
I don't know. That's a good one. I don't know.
Because I could probably pare it down to just Bulldog, right? I just don't want, I don't know. I'm anticipating a low score. But let's go into battle with this triple red moveset. Now notice, I put on the Royal Rumble plate.
Okay.
Basically, because I'm just afraid of dying early in this match. So I want to see if if I do extreme damage, we'll pare it down. But I'm just like, how do I stay alive and not get subbed? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the Jersey Code Breaker and make my bottom 2 rows multis, and they're going to have the strength of 8 with Andre. Now, if I've got Leonardo, certainly they're going up higher. If I've got maybe Sherry, right, they could go up even higher. But when I hit my missile drop kick and create 25 snowfalls, because I laid down the multis first, that's going to give me a little bit more of a compact area of the snowfalls. Right. Ideally, you want the top row to be all snowfalls. They weren't. So
the next row down it's not terrible.
Right. So what I'm thinking is if I put 1 black gem here, it'll give me a row break. And if I put 2 black gems here, it'll give me a row break. Is that unnecessary or is that what I want to happen?
whatever you want. I mean, I think if you do the top 2 rows, that works out well.
Okay, so yeah, I just broke the top 2 rows. Now my Royal Rumble plate's going to go off, and pow. Now, what I've realized is that because I was afraid of, like I said, I was afraid of a TKO early. I just realized I'm up against like a silver opponent. I'm going to take that into battle against a gold opponent and show you that yes, I could live through it. Anytime we start working with B tier, I just don't want to waste your time on stream or on these videos. So now that I know, is there another girl that won't sub me though? I do not want to get subbed.
I mean, you're just gonna have to go against Jade.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you could go up higher, maybe with Charlotte or something, but
well,
yeah.
Indy will steal my multis, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going against Jade, 37-5-32 as her talent.
Yeah.
So we're at 6.
I didn't want to interrupt Rusty, but so the way your screen settings are, this is the same issue I had when I first set up. Is you can't see the sides of the screen, so you can't see her moves and you can't see damage.
Okay, yeah, that's an easy fix. Let me go over here. You know what? It's because I was afraid of having mini portal from earlier.
Yeah. Tech Becky, what's that? On the Backlash tour. Oh, there you go. Brother Ray says you could go up against Tech Becky on the Backlash tour.
OBS, you push option drag. No. It's control drag.
King Xerxes says Rusty's being picky with women on Valentine's Day. Typical male.
Here we go. Look at this. Ba-bam.
Dun 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 dun.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you need the other side. I mean, okay, never mind. You're doing it.
Man, this is the art of details tonight.
I know. You're learning so much.
Can we see damage as well?
If you've got that right side all the way over, you should be good then.
Okay. All right. We're ready to resume our match. Now you can see the whole thing. You can see I'm laying down those multis. Those multis are at a strength of 8. Let's see if they're strong enough to actually get the knockout here. And again, she's...
Let's see. 74 million's a lot for a free tier B tier character, even with some good things.
All right, let's see. It is a lot.
By the way, everybody sub to TWF Gaming on YouTube. I don't know if there's a Twitch yet, but if there is, right click on the name and say follow. But for sure on YouTube.
Okay.
Helpful content.
Here's the hit. Here it is. Plus the Royal Rumble plate. 55 million.
I mean, it takes a lot to get her there, but 55 million for a free tier, that's pretty darn good.
What do you say, Lee? Do we roll with this?
I think that's
that's
pretty fair.
Yeah, I just don't think we can hit those numbers with
you can't.
With
the other moves.
Yeah, I just don't think we can get there.
It's like 45 million if I remember right.
Yeah, if even that. Yeah.
TWF Gaming says we do have a Twitch. We don't stream yet. It's weird. Hey, we were in that exact same boat when we first became content creators. So then officially, yes, right click or whatever your button is, click on TWF Gaming and follow on Twitch as well. And then that way they're already ready for when the Twitch streams start.
Look at that, Lee. Right on screen, right on time. Well, Lee,
love it.
We've got Liv, triple red. We had some plates on. We had some trainers. So power, we did not hit 60 million. 60 million is our threshold to get the 5. But we hit 55 million, and that is 80% or more of the current meta's top end damage, gym or move. So 55 million would give us the score of 4, and I'm going to make a note here, 55 million consistently. because I saw it. I've seen it several times tonight. I was hitting between 52 to, I don't know, 56 million, basically on how consistent those top snowfalls were.
Yeah.
Can you see my score over here? Did you erase it? Okay.
I didn't erase anything.
Okay. I don't know. I thought I typed a 4 there already.
No.
On speed, at least 2 of the following are true. Our MP charge is equal or less than 6 MP. Moves or cycle flawlessly, or animations are quick, resulting in a win in under 55 seconds in feud. We just saw, even with the 74 million health superstar, she did enough damage for no kick out. Her moves recycled flawlessly because red breaks red, and we even added a red plate, and we lowered her MP for kick out. Yet, I need to just reference and see what the MP charge was. Unless you have it in front of you. MP charge.
I don't. I'm pretty sure they were all 6 or 7, but I missed it.
Moves 666. Yep. So MP charge was 6 or less. So speed, Lee, that's a 5, right?
Well, it depends, because 55 million may or may not be enough to keep somebody down in feud, and that's kind of where that one specifically says is feud. You would win in under 45 seconds.
Okay.
Because keep in mind, most people are going to have 100% kick out on feud with the steps and the bonuses and the things. So I would say she's not going to win turn 1 in feud with 55 million. So
I had the snowfall gem and the gem damage, the 50% gem damage reduction for 2 turns. So you're right. That may not guarantee a turn 1 win. Does it guarantee a turn 2 win though? Because of the 50% with stack?
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, I think you're going to win. You're going to win turn 2.
So then at least 2 of the following are 2. Now is it a 4 or a 3? Because if it's going to 2 turns, am I going to be able to do those 2 turns in 60 seconds or less? Because the MP charge is 6 or less, the animations are quick, the recycle is flawless. Are we looking at actual time, or are we looking at what? What would be the difference between a 3 and a 4, Lee?
I mean, again, normally these are very cut and dry.
Right.
That's the problem. But I would say that I don't think she's going to get it done in under a minute with everything.
So here, yeah, well, here's why I agree with you. If Jade would have kicked out and subbed me, I would have been in trouble, right?
Yep.
Wait, let me double check. No, I would not have been in trouble because my Hurricane Rana is a reversal. I would break the sub move. I would deal 2 million damage, and let's see. Break submission, and then I would steal the opponent's turn. So because of that, I have no fear of submission. So do we still think that's a 3?
Man, I'm caught on this one. I would give it a 4 if I were leading the charge here. But yeah, I mean, I think she'll get it done in 60 seconds. Just really depends.
Should we vote for the first time ever on speed between 3 and 4? I think we should just put it to a vote. I'll
get that going right now.
You get the poll ready. I'm going to reread the descriptor. So we're trying to vote on whether we think Liv can actually finish this thing in 60 seconds or less if there is a kick out, right? So that's what we're saying is, because she has a sub reversal move, we don't have to fear getting subbed. In fact, that could be the best thing for us.
Yeah.
Now, if we're going against Zombie Bailey though, with a move damage setup, we're toast. We won't get a second turn. So, Lee, launch that poll whenever you're ready. And all right. There. Yeah, I think Liv is the most challenging superstar I've tried to dial in, at least, or to prepare for. So I'm curious how the chat's going to go.
I don't know. We'll have to see here.
Is the vote? Do you have any updates on the vote?
It's coming.
Okay, because I can't see it.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's almost there.
Oh, I
It's
do see
almost
it. I
there.
peeked. I peeked. Wow, they love it. They love her. They love Liv, and we've got 160 voters in the chat tonight. In case you're new to our
84%
votes,
said for.
before we go any further, Lee, let me just say this. Hey, if you're new with us to Power Ratings, we need you to vote each and every category here. We'll explain what they mean, but you have to actually tap your screen or click your mouse or whatever it is if you're on mobile, and you got to lock in your score. We're going to pin it to the chat, and you're going to have only 1 minute. We call them a lightning poll. So get ready for the next vote. I want to see maybe a new voting record tonight with all these giveaways. We got over 150 people here. I'd love to get. Can you imagine if we got 100 people voting on a lightning poll? That would be exciting.
That would be great. That would be really fun. Also, Flex is saying in here, hey, Rusty, run all red with a blue gem spammer or run black spammer with a tiara, and he's testing it right now. So.
Ooh, I like that tiara. That tiara, yeah, tiara plate with the Black Royal Rumble. That would actually be less rare than the Miz plate. That would. I really like that combo quite a bit. Readiness. Speaking of the combo and the rare things, I want to show you, because it's been a second since she's been on screen. So I'm going to show you what I have her set up as. I'm going to hide the power rating. I'm going to put Liv back up, and I'm going to show you what's on her so that we can vote. I had Bulldog, so not Andre. Andre would make her better, but I went with Bulldog. I went with Mimrock. Leonardo would make her better, but rare, right?
Right.
I went with Zombie Bailey. Now, I don't necessarily have to use Bailey. I could have used Gunther. I could have used Zombie Chelsea, but I wanted the red gem 40% more damage. So I got a little greedy with Zombie Bailey because I want to give you more. I just want to give you power, right? Now, I went with the must-see headband, but I'm going to switch it up to the Flex de Don special here and go
All right.
Queen's Tiara, because you know what? Every person has about 3 of these that they get. Now, don't rage post right now if you don't have one, because it's like when we start feuding, we tend to get a lot of these from bags. Now, if you can't hit your feud milestones, I understand your frustration, but I want to rerun her. I don't anticipate a big change in damage. We were at 55 million, Lee, but I want to see if we can take a rare thing off and still get in that ballpark per Flex's recommendation. I love it.
Well, Flex says he can hit 60 million and could have done more. And JD Nash, which, by the way, shout out to JD Nash, runs our the landing page that is so super helpful on the power rating sheet. Says you should always load them up and then let them take the hit on the readiness score. So
okay, I like that. That's very fair. That's very fair. Okay, here we go. Full board. Now the Rumble plate activates. Oh, it's 47 million. So it went down a little bit. It might have just been board dependent. I might have got a bad board. So let's run it one more time.
Are you running which color plate? Are you running it with the Black Royal Rumble plate?
Yeah, I put the black. Yeah, I put the Black Royal Rumble plate on and the print and the tiara. And let's see here.
Yeah, Greeny Weenie. The Rumble plates aren't in the bags. That was that special event. Swap Mem for another zombie. Slim Numbers says.
Okay, I'll do that for sure. I'll put put Zombie Chelsea on.
Okay. By the way, Slim Numbers is also a WWE Champions content creator on YouTube.
Oh, very cool.
Official squad representing, and yeah, sub there too.
Okay, now I got my
Foreshadow as
top.
many shields as we can tonight.
I got my top row. This is best case scenario.
Oh, good.
So boom goes the dynamite. This should be my max damage possible with this setup. 49 million. Would that change, Lee, from 55 million to 49 million? Would that lower the strength score? The power score?
Well, I mean, if you're hitting less than
But would it lower it a number? Would it take it down to a 3?
Oh, I don't know. Let me.
I can pull it back up here.
Okay.
So I've got. Yeah. So let me check. The damage would be 60% or more of the current top end meta. So no, we would not drop 20% of power. So even if we went down to 49 million. So I'm going to say 49 to 55 million range consistently, based on the availability of your trainers, your plates, the rarity of the entourage. But for the readiness score, we're going to go with the Tiara and the Black Royal Rumble, Rumble plate. Okay.
Flex says if you have time for one more, just change to Sherry, +4 red, Turtle Seth, and Z Bailey. Of course, that wouldn't be ready in feud. That would be you'd have to have a midline or maybe even a top line bonus.
Well, and somebody let me do this real quick. Somebody said take Memrock off, which I think that was my next plan to do. Okay, I'm gonna just do Brett.
Seth Turtle.
Brett. Seth.
Oh, Brett will work.
And then how about? Do we want to stay with Bulldog, or should we do Andre?
You could do Andre because I like Flex's thought, but we always try to make them where they're ready turn 1 in feud without having to have a top line bonus. Otherwise, we have to call it out and say like, "Hey, this would require a line bonus," and you'd have to have 2, so you'd have to have a. I mean, no, I guess you could do it with midline bonus as well.
Well, because we're going, this is 6 MP, right? And we've got the 6. We're making the 6 from Sting and Andre. So no line bonus required with this build, right?
Yeah. Okay,
so now I'm going to lay it down and I'm going to show the entourage one last time before we hit the big stick.
We got to keep going because we got some giveaways for tonight. So
this is our entourage, full plate set up on screen. Take note. Now let's see what it hits for.
I still see the Jersey Wildcats thing. The power rating sheet.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? There we go.
There you go.
Oh my God. Rookie maneuver. I've been playing the game to show you guys all this. Okay, here we go. Here's our hit with this. It'll be 60 million, I bet. Or more. 51 million.
Okay. Well,
so
I do believe that she can hit harder, but for consistency's sake, let's run with what we had.
Yeah, and that'll keep our readiness score up, which will keep our overall score up. So we're going to move away from that. We're going to go back to this. Now, there it is.
So we're on, for the poll's sake, we're on readiness.
We are on readiness, and a score of 5 would mean a character needs 0 to 1 special things. That could be a plate, a gear, a moment, or a really rare entourage member, like a Zombie LA Knight, right? Power rating score of 4 in this category of readiness. Character would need 2 special things, plate, gear, moment, rare trainer, to make them work well, or as we've just demonstrated. That score goes down to 3 if we need 3 special things. The score goes down to 2 if we need 4 special things. Now, Lee is going to get the lightning pole ready and launch it at
I'm
his.
ready. Tell me when.
Yeah, fire off.
All
So
right, it's live.
we've got a Royal Rumble plate on. So let's call that one special thing.
Yes.
Now the chat has to decide we used Bulldog. He did well. I don't think Andre's needed. Bulldog did well. We brought in a Tiara plate for the Miz plate, and we hit a few million less. Is the Royal Rumble plate the only special thing, Lee, that you thought, or a Zombie Bailey? You tell me.
I mean, Zombie Bailey is definitely a rare thing for most. I would say the Royal Rumble plate for sure. JD Nash said, "Just is the moment active right now? Do you have the moment on?"
I do not.
The moment's not on there right now.
Mm-mm. No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not. Yeah, it's not active yet.
Nice. All right. Well, we got a 4 on readiness. Was the overall 58% gave it a 4. So
I'm just going to confirm about the moment real quick.
okay. Okay. The nice thing about the free tier B tiers, at least lately, there's been a few that if you have some things, they end up getting pretty good. From Pig Boy
Okay.
to
Here's
Big
proof.
Head Guy.
Here's proof. There's no moment. The moment would be right here in the top right corner. So no moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
No moment.
All right. So we're going with a score of 4.
Okay.
Lee, versatility. So far, these numbers are better than expected. Versatility. For a score of 5 in versatility, a character is competitively usable in all major competitive formats. That includes feud, boss, and showdown. Character has special gem types that also help with Extreme Rules or Gemmania or Stip Tours, those kind of things, right? For a score of 4, the character is competitively usable, but there's probably one category you don't want to use them in. That could be feud, boss, or showdown, but they still make that special gem type that's going to help you with the Extreme Rules, Stip Tours, boss battle. Score of 3 means that character is competitively usable in only one competitive mode. Maybe they're a feud specialist against a certain class or category. Maybe they're really good at knocking out a boss doing a certain thing, or maybe they have a super low MP that's going to help you in showdown, but they'll be a sleeper, but you probably only want to stick to one category like a specialist. A score of 2 in versatility is they're not strong in any competitive format or mode, but they may be capable of winning a tour or a blitz, so it's not punishment to use them. A score of 1, and you're asking yourself, why is Slick Rick a CSS this month, right? The character doesn't seem usable in any mode. Is it time for a revamp? So Slick Rick would be a 1, right? All right. So Lee, fire off that lightning poll and let me know what you think about versatility.
Yeah, and Flex, yeah, the moment is not on the candy store account. Flex said is on the CC account. So yeah, you get to play with those now. That is why we're getting a lot lower. The moment does make a big difference. So that does mean that with the moment, she could even get better and better. So, I mean, her scores right now are really good for a free tier. But
yes, they're like Zombie Dom score right now. Honestly,
yeah,
like
oh yeah,
better than they should be.
Well, let's talk about real quick what modes. I mean, feud. If she's hitting 60 million, then yeah, I think she'd be okay. Boss, maybe. Ladies and bosses are difficult because they don't do them very often anyway. But
right,
showdown again, maybe. I mean, it's six MP charge moves is great on a free tier. So I mean, I'll give her that. What do you think?
Let me just check for JD Nash's sake. Let me check the link. New gen link, 10% more damage, and that's the only link on Live. So she doesn't excite me for tag matches or for showdown. No, sir.
Well, we got a pretty dominant vote of 3 on that, which I would tend to agree. I don't know if I'm gonna go to her right away for. I mean, I don't know if I'd use her in boss unless there's some special things, and of course we're using the Royal Rumble plate, which I'm
right?
probably not going to put on her myself. And then yeah, Showdown. It's a big maybe for me on Showdown. So
Now, Lee, this is the start of a new class of entourage ability. And so let me show it and read it for the chat.
okay,
Liv is going to do multiply gems generated from moves will increase their strength by 2. Green moves start with 2 more MP at 35k. I'll say this. Usually when we vote on a new cycle, the vote that we vote for one is what we apply to all. So tonight's vote, you're not voting on whether or not you like green MP. You're voting on whether or not, plus 2 MP yellow, plus 2 MP red, plus 2 MP black, whatever color that you are excited to play with, plus 2 multis. So we're voting on the cycle of trainer. I'm very excited about this cycle, but let's go to the power rating sheet and read what that means. For entourage ability score of 5, that better be an essential trainer or coaching ability. It's adding something you don't want to go into battle without. For a score of 4, it's a widely used trainer or coaching ability. It helps the character it's being used on to reach their full potential. I think of like maybe a Lyra Valkyria plus 200% to a special gem type. For a score of 3, it's a kind of a niche trainer or coaching ability. It may not be used much, but it's very valuable when needed. I think of a plus 200% countdown damage like New Seth, right? Hall of Fame, and then wait, we have here. Hang on. Let me see. For a score of 2 for entourage ability. I don't know why I said Hall of Fame. I looked up at the top and there's a gray box that says Hall of Fame. For a score of 2, trainer coach offers something if you're missing other trainers or coaches that do the job better, right? So that used to be Matt Hardy, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see. Or a 1 is outdated, not useful at all. Trainer coach ability, most likely not to be used much. So think about the guys who are like 30% less green gem damage from your opponent, right? You're just like, I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to use that. So Lee, tell us about the lightning poll. Let us know when it's live.
it should be live right now. So here's the thing. Somebody said it's not a new entourage, it's just different. Well, kind of. Matt Hardy was the closest before with 2 MP. Or you had the other guys who do 1 MP plus 2. So it's kind of a combination of those two things. It is a little different for sure. But keep in mind when we talk about this, like setting the precedent for an entire generation, all the other ones are already out. So it is Andre. It is let's see, Damian Priest. It is, not Memrock, but Nation of Domination Rock. So she finished out a generation of trainer but she also moved everybody else up. So
Monster Bomb Strowman would be another, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. Monster Bomb. He's yellow. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So for me, Lee, this is a 5. This is a no-brainer 5.
Gotcha.
Because plus 2 multis, if I don't have Sherry, or if I can't use Sherry because I have to load that MP, but I'm getting 2 multis out of a better version of Matt Hardy. That's a 5. That's 5 out of 5 any day for me.
Well, unfortunately, the Twitch database disagrees with you. I would have also gone closer to a 5, but by a 30% margin of votes, it's a 4. JD Nash says, "Wow, the community's really underrating this one."
Yeah,
and
they got it wrong.
I agree, but
I think they got it wrong, and I think they will realize that really soon. And here's what I think we could see. I think we will see superstars with higher MP levels because of this new ability as well. I think we'll see premier superstars that have MP charge of like 7 or 8, where you're going to need a 4 MP and one of these and a Santa. I think that's going to be normative because as power creeps, so does really the resource required. Um, I don't know that I can put 4 here, Lee. I really don't. I really don't know.
I
I think
I
it should
mean,
go to a
it was
revote.
not close.
I think it should go
You
to
can
a
revote
revote.
if you want, but it was not close. So I
I'm
mean,
I'm going to implore you to use
whoa.
your best judgment. That's all I'm saying. And we're only going to vote 4 or 5. We're only going to vote 4 or
Okay.
5. And
All right.
I'm not going to politic for this thing, but like, whoa. Okay, can I see the spreadsheet on the screen? It should be on the screen, right?
Yeah, they said that's all you can see. But yeah, that's what it's supposed to be right now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
all right, I'm gonna create a poll.
I'm gonna show her again. So they're probably saying they want to see the entourage ability. So I'm gonna show that again. We may not get
the
to
only options are gonna be 4 and 5.
and we may not get to
now.
Asuka tonight. This is so important. Do we get Liv right?
Oh, we're gonna get to Asuka. We got
okay.
this.
Is it live?
It's live. Choices are 5 or 5. That's not true. No,
Lee,
it's 4 or 5.
Lee, tell me why it's a 5 for you. Like, just help me understand why you would vote 5.
I mean, I wouldn't be wildly opposed to a 4, to misquote somebody in the comments here, Jabroni. But I mean, yeah, Matt Hardy was one that before Sherry came out, Matt was the go-to, and he didn't have colors. And then the people with colors came out, so you had your MP plus 1. I mean, this really is the best of both worlds. Short of colors plus 4 multi-up, this is the best you're going to do on a lot of your multi-gym people. So
someone said earlier, multi gyms are goated in this game. And so I agree. Multi gyms are the greatest specialty gym, and you're getting more. Plus, you're charging your superstar.
Yeah. Well, I think we need to make a comment in here as you do this. It did go to a 5, but it's only by 4 votes. I mean, it is very, very close.
Okay.
Very, very close. So,
Let's see here.
Yeah, you can give her your 5, but I would just make a comment in there that like this was debated hotly in the community so that we're not being unfair. Baby ice. Muda, always remember.
Okay, so I put a 5. That would give us the final score of 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
That's higher than I thought she'd be for sure. But
well, I think it's because we did the triple red moveset, and I think it's because we dialed in that readiness, because she actually took more work and more thought than most of our power ratings do.
Yeah. This one's gonna have some debate amongst the community, and that's okay. This is what this is for. You know, this is a community conversation.
Here's the thing: she's the lowest rated female striker that we've power rated, although she's tied with Naomi, which is kind of funny.
Before we revoted,
right? Oh,
yeah.
Yes, no. So she takes the place. She's the lowest rated striker. I don't think they got it wrong. She would still be rated lower than Oblivion Liv. She would be tied with Mae Young at a 20. She would be that Tiffany. Gosh, she's way down there. Before Tiffany had anything, she was a 17. Let's see. She would be just a little better than the other free Chelsea, Green, Entombed. So she's better than Maurice far and away, right? So there's no way we got this wrong.
Again, I'm not against you on this. I just, I It's going to be hotly debated,
You
and
think
that's okay.
Two Bob's gonna make a really Lee and
Maybe.
Rusty's power ratings cannot be trusted? He's looking for reasons to make videos these days now that he's a content creator. So I don't
All
know
right.
where.
Well, that's it for this one. We're about to do some more giveaways, but hey, guys, make sure you're on here every Friday and check out the power ratings through our Discord. If you're not subbed to our Discord or joined our Discord server, hop into our Discord server. The links are always in the description, and if they're wrong, I'll resend them to you another way. But yeah, there we go. Anything else, Rusty? We could take us out.
Bye.